Yes, sir. It's your boy B Hayes. We back with another one, guys. Before we get into the video, let's give this video a thumbs up. If you're new around here, go ahead and hit subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you'll be alerted every time I post a new video. So in this video, I'm gonna be sharing my top stocks that I'm looking at going into the remainder of the week, guys. Some of these stocks I will be holding long term. Some will be for a quick short-term trade. So let's go ahead and take a look at them, guys. And for the ones that didn't know, like I told you guys, being an investor, a trader, you got to learn how to adapt in the markets. You can't always stay the same or expect your same strategy or the way you made money before is going to always work in the market. The market is always changing behaviors and changing patterns and changing, different things. Just as if you was following the channel prior, I brought to you guys attention how everything was moving simultaneously in the same direction. Then all of a sudden the market switched gears. Things started moving differently. Sectors and areas of the markets was hot, some was not, and things was just starting to be mixed signals and move how a market regularly supposed to operate. So it's starting to come back to that, seeing certain sectors be hot, certain sectors not, certain sectors consolidate. So like I said, guys, during times like that, you got to know how to step away, back up, observe the market, and then adapt to the market. So for the ones that didn't know, you know now. Like I told you guys, I was swaying away from penny stocks or small cap stocks, any stocks under $5 a share. Of course, sometimes I would still get involved in them. What's wrong, baby? Sit down right there. Say hey. Hi. And sit down right there. Sit down right there. Watch daddy. Sit down here. Sit right here then. You can sit right here. That's okay. Don't mess with that though. So like I was saying, guys, I started swaying away from stocks like that and started messing with real companies, real Fortune 500 companies or large cap companies, to whereas if day trading things on this level now, as I had a realization, it came to the fact that even if I didn't go by one of my rules, or because you got rules that you go by in the market, you got to have some type of foundation, some type of discipline in order to succeed. So being for the fact that sometimes we all human, we might break a few rules. But if I was to break a few rules trading large cap companies, top 500 Fortune companies, then I would be able to, possibly hold it out a bit longer, or say, well, this going to end up being a long-term hold because I'm not willing to take this loss of this magnitude. So with that being said, guys, it's all about adapting and finding whatever works best for you in your situation. Some penny stocks, some small cap companies, I will be, throwing some in on taking chances on them, but that would be bare minimum. That would be, if I lost the money that I threw in, it wouldn't matter at the point that I'm at now. So anyways, guys, let's go ahead and get straight into the stocks, share with you guys. I'm looking forward to doing business with, guys. So let's go ahead and take a look at them. The first one on the list is Roku, guys. So Roku is a heavy hitter. I will be watching Roku like a hawk. The main levels that I'm watching for, I'm not just going to put the stock out there and not let you guys know the main points that I'm looking for that's really going to ring a bell for me. So anyways, that point would be $139 for Roku. Once Roku run up and test 139 and break above it, this thing could fly, guys. It could run up very, very hard. So I'll be watching Roku like a hawk. And Roku is also one of the ones that I wouldn't mind holding long term after I put a significant amount in, going up to that breakout point, watching it, and then it break through and it run up a good bit. I able to, take my original investment out, pay myself a little bit for getting in early and doing what I did and letting the rest of my shares ride on house money for free, because Roku is a company, me personally, in my opinion, that I believe will do good longevity, guys. So you already know. Let's go ahead and continue with the next one. The next one would be Shopify, guys. So, Shopify is a banger. If you've been following the channel, I got you in on this at the bottom. Nobody, barely ever hit the bottom of when the bottom of a stock. Usually it's going to continue to pull back further before the rip up, or selling at the top. That's very hard to do. But Shopify, we did get in at the bottom around the $500 range when everybody else was expecting for it to come even lower. So I got in, sold it in the sevens, and then rinsed and repeated, guys. Got in there about twice. Now it haven't came back down. It's looking to farmer support right around $675, $680. That's where true support is lying at right about now. And we got a resistance at $700 a share. We already broke through 700. Of course, we sitting at 725. But like once we broke through that resistance, we on track to fly straight to $800, $8 to $850. You know, we can have a huge jump with Shopify. That's why they're doing that investigation now, which it had jumped back on March, I think around March 29th. It ran up to $780 in a blink of an eye, went up $100 a share, and they investigating that, guys. But I do believe this thing, you know, that was bound to happen. It could actually run up $100, $200 in minutes because it got hit so hard. It was down over 65% from its all-time highs. So Shopify will be a banger I'm looking for. The next breakout is at 746. We get over 746. I don't think it's going to be too much more they can do to hold that beast down before recovering some of the losses that it had, you know, seen. Shopify isn't one of the ones I'm looking to be holding long term. Some other people may feel different about it, but I'm just looking at this as an opportunity to make money off of a large cap company, guys. So you already know, you know, do with the information however you please. The next bang on the list will be Facebook, or should we say Meta. They changed their name. So we know Facebook have got hitting hard recently too as well. But like we know, the whole technology sector, software technology companies went crazy today. And the only reason they did that is because if you've been following the channel, like I told you guys, it's a sector thing. When one go off in that sector, which was Twitter today, with the help of Elon doing what he did, he boosted Twitter up. And what Twitter is going to do is bring the rest of his buddies along that's in the same area as Twitter. And that's exactly what happened. That's why technology companies started all benefiting off the hype of Twitter today. My opinion, guys, and facts. That's how the market operates. So anyways, back to Facebook. Facebook got a breakout level at 237. Facebook break above $237. It's out of here, guys. So you already know. And of course, Twitter, like I told you guys, I wouldn't follow the hype, the FOMO. I will wait for these stocks, all of them, even ones I just called out. I'll wait for them to pull back a bit before getting in. Except for the other three that I called out besides Twitter. I mean, those is kind of buy opportunities at the price they stand at. But of course, me personally, I always want a better price. So I always wait for the pullback. So Twitter, same thing, guys. I know you've seen the pullback kind of happening towards the end of the day, like we was expecting, coming down to 49, but it still held itself up, guys. So I still am looking for a little weakness with that play before I get in, but I do want to get in. So, and I will be holding that for a long term. So out of the ones that I call, Roku and Twitter is some of the longer term holds that I would continue to hold on to. So you already know, guys, that's all I got for this video. Just want to give y'all a quick update, share my thoughts and my opinions on what I'll be looking at. So you already know what to do. Add me on Instagram at The B Hayes Show. I love y'all. We out, and God bless you. We gone.